Welcome back to In the Midst. This is part 2 of our homeschool Abeka unboxing videos, looking at the curriculum, what comes in it, why we use Abeka. So the last video I talked about 8th grade. That was what we unboxed, looked at. If you missed that video, this will be when we go into school in the fall, this will be our 8th year homeschooling. We started homeschooling when my oldest was in like the last 6 weeks of kindergarten, and we homeschooled all of 1st grade, and then we're beginning to prepare for 8th grade now in August. My youngest, we did K4, K5, and then now we're going to look at 1st grade. So this is our favorite curriculum. We like Abeka. Boxes are heavy. We like Abeka because it is, it's a biblical curriculum. It's a Christian worldview. It has traditional math, King James Bible for Bible, and I don't have to worry about something being put in there that we don't believe. I like to support that kind of a ministry. Abeka has their printing ministry for homeschool, and then they also have Pensacola Christian College, and they have Academy, Pensacola Christian Academy. So they do all of it down there in Pensacola, Florida, and then offer homeschooling. You can use this curriculum no matter where you are in the world. I know there's missionaries, military people overseas that use this curriculum, and I really have nothing bad to say of other than I wish it wasn't so expensive. It's not the most expensive by any means, but it's not the cheapest. Everything's expensive right now. I'm just kind of cheap. So I don't blame Abeka. I'm not upset about it. I don't know. I just don't want to spend any money. I don't want to spend any money. So we're going to look at 1st grade. This, to me, is the best phonics writing curriculum. Teaching your child to write, teaching your child to read can be hard, and some kids struggle more than others. But the way Abeka teaches short vowels, blends, words, long vowels, special sounds, stuff that I wasn't taught as a kid, I'm pretty sure I've just learned to read by memorization. Abeka doesn't do that. So when you get your box, it's all going to come in the big purple and white Abeka labeled boxes. Abeka does offer free shipping if you're not in a hurry to get it. I think I ordered this Sunday night. So this is Thursday, so 4 days ago. And it's here from Florida. I did not pay for the extra shipping. Inside the box, it's going to be plastic wrapped like this. So let's get this plastic wrap off and see what our books look like. This is just 1st grade. I have the 8th grade video posted. If you want to go back and look at that for those higher grades, then it is available. So this is part 2. I always get real excited this time of year, getting our new books in, seeing what's coming. Abeka does offer lots of options for the books. You can get them bound or unbound, manuscript or cursive. K4, K5, we do manuscript, and then in 1st grade, we begin cursive. It's just what we do. These are your math 1 and 2, grades 1 and 2 concept cards. Go ahead and open these up. You will get these, I think, every year. I know we got them for 8th grade. 1st grade is the first year we got them. Get rid of this plastic out of the way. These are good for just having them to quickly grab, review. They're basically just flashcards. So you've got things like numbers. We've got number words that match the number. It gives you shapes. So they see the word with the shape. We've got some, like, I guess, geometry. What is this point? It is the vertex. Vertex sides. We've got geometric shapes. Knowing the edge from the face. Adding ordinary numbers, process terminology. It gets into money, days of the week. So we've got 5 cents. So the other side of this is going to be the front and back of a nickel. Recognizing money starts in kindergarten, but they keep reviewing and hammering on this. 9th, the number, how that looks versus the word. So this goes all the way through weight measures, capacity measures, temperatures, fractions, place value. So it's going to show you that on here, and then there's a list on the back. So they're fun. I use these a lot for I put the day of the week, month, all that up where it can be seen. So they are learning, okay, today is Monday, October 3rd, you know, whatever the day is. And I change it out. Abeka puts everything in the lower grades in elementary school together for you like this. I know this looks big. This is a thick book. This is just your language arts. There's a lot in here. So what is this? This is your curriculum lesson plan. We use Abeka because of these daily plans. It's all laid out for me. When you open this, you get to lesson 1 right here, and this is what we're going to cover. It's going to tell you the materials you need, flashcards, charts. Let's see, what do we have? Talks about using, so this is vowel, so it starts with using this chart here with your short vowels on it, which I believe come in here. Yeah, I believe I've got these in here somewhere. So you can see them, the child can see. E says an elephant, I an inchworm. It gives you other words to use and talk about. It gives you writing formation, helps you to teach them, okay, we make this cursive I, we start on the bottom, we come up, we go back down. And it's just gonna give you everything you need every day, what you're gonna review, what they're reading, writing, letters and sounds. This is gonna match their workbook so you know exactly what you need. This is their language, spelling, poetry, writing, and letters and sounds and reading. I don't know if I said that or not. All in here, lessons 1 through 170. Abeka gives you 170 lessons. First grade is serious. This is big kids school. It's what I tell my daughter. We have tests and quizzes. This is letters and sounds. You have a test key. This is why we buy this. I like test keys. I can see this is exactly what her book looks like, but I see the instructions and I see, you know, if she's struggling with the word, she doesn't know how to read it. Right now she's going, is that a B or a D for lowercase letters? I can see it right here. I can go buh, duh, without seeing, you know, without giving her the whole word. Stuff like that. There's written phonics quizzes in here and oral phonics quizzes. That's what's in here. Keep all of our language together. This is math, 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 language arts. You've got basic phonics charts. You can laminate these. You can put them in a binder, whatever you want to do. We have some that are laminated, that are taped to the wall, and we keep using them. This is going to give you your basic you know, all your short vowels, long vowels, words, special sounds. There's 19 charts in here. You guys, this is just the essential parent kit. That's what we buy. When you go look on Abeka, it gives you the option for essential and complete parent kits. The complete parent kit is quite a bit more. I don't like having a ton of flashcards and stuff sitting around trying to store it. I just don't. We get the basic. This is included in the basic. Numbers. Okay, math. So let's start with that. This is your teacher book. Same thing. Every lesson, every day, all your assignments, charts, you're welcome to write on a whiteboard or a chalkboard just to help. Everything is laid out exactly how you need it to be. You get place value concept cards. Tens, hundreds, thousands, ones, all that. You get these giant combination dot cards to help with adding. You get number flashcards, 0 to 200. Math 1 charts and games, and there's quite a few. Oh, I got 2 stacks going on here. So the back of this one, this shows like this is the number 1. The word 1 is written under it. You got 1 lion, 2 butterflies. And there's a Bible verse over here. We've got arithmetic 1 and 2 tables and facts charts. So like your 6 family, 0 plus 6, 6 plus 1, all that. Multiplication, because 1st and 2nd grade, we're starting to get into that. This is your homeschool mom, teacher, textbook. So this looks just like your student textbook, but the answers are in it. You're not having to stand over them and go, okay, this is 1, 2, 3. You're looking at what they're looking at. You've got the answers, you've got the instructions. So I sit at the head of the table and I've got 1 kid on each side so I can see the books and I'm going back and forth with what we're doing. Text is in black, answers are in blue. So it's easy to differentiate one from the other. Spiral binding, again, helps it all just to be organized. Your test and speed drill key. So in first grade, we start with math speed drills. These are timed, and they've got so many questions to answer in a certain amount of time, and some of these get graded, and they're going to get put together. So they've got tests starting in first grade. More language art stuff. You've got a reading answer key. So this, they are reading stuff, and you're asking them questions. We're looking at vowels. We're starting to not only read, we're still beating the phonics. Abeka drills, phonics, and special sounds until second grade, the end of second grade. Third grade, it's finally like, okay, you should be reading. So it's still doing all that, but now we're getting into retaining information, that comprehension. So they're going to have quizzes. This is your homeschool seat work charts. These are perforated, so you can take them out, hang them up. We've got numbers 1 to 20, number words and the numbers beside them. They come in manuscript and print, counting by tens, colors, days of the week and their abbreviations. So all your charts are going to be in manuscript and cursive, so they're learning to read and recognize both, which for us is really important. We've got history, science, and health all in here together. They do not do all three of these every day, but first grade is your beginning for these subjects. There's like roughly 20 or 30 lessons each. There's an option for art if you want to buy the art kit. We did that in kindergarten. My kid doesn't care. She doesn't want to color. She doesn't mind drawing, but and cutting stuff out, putting stuff together, but we only used like half of them, so we didn't do art this year. Okay, second big box, we have all of our readers. This open. Okay. Every year, we got these in kindergarten, first grade. I don't remember if we get these in second grade or not, but we got them in K4, K5, and first grade. So, depending on where you're at, you might have a ton of these little guys laying around. These are your mini alphabet flashcards. I like to use these at the table to make words. So, we'll do 2, 3, 4 letter words. Some of these are your long vowels, like this is A for acorn. You've got A for apple, and all of them. So these are 31 flashcards. You've got 26 letters and 5 long vowel letters, which is your A's here. So these are just small. They're easy to sit and play with, play games. My daughter loves playing with these, making words, and she's reading. Community Helpers activity book. I'm just doing these as they come out, so some of this is mixed up. So you've got your lesson 1. Talks about what a community is, all the people that work in the community, your police, fire, EMS, how to be a good citizen, being clean, kind, courteous, all that stuff. Talks about going to church, your pastor's a community helper, the mayor, people like that they, should know about. And there's little activities to do in here. We're coloring and just learning. Fire safety is one of the things. Nutrition we end up learning about. So lots of good things in here because your nurses and doctors are part of your community helpers. Health, safety, and manners. This is more nutrition, fire safety, bike safety. Don't run with scissors, stuff like that. Taking care of my clothes, taking a shower, hygiene, things like that. Activities to do in here and little lessons. So these are little books, so you can see these are not all year. That was Community Helpers. My America, My World. This is their history, geography textbook reader. Right at this point, you're reading a lot of this to them, which is fine. It's introduction. Introduction to a map. Introduction to our world. Our world is a lot bigger than home and church, right? So you have to start somewhere. So that's what a lot of this is. People like George Washington, the first Thanksgiving Day. Real basic things, but it's a good foundation. That's why we use it. Discovering God's World, this is going to be your science. We're looking at basic things. There's a few activities in here. Magnets, a few bugs, a few rocks. Basics of, you know, land animals, fish, sea animals. Some things fly. Some things we don't want to fly. You know, things like that. Writing with phonics. You will have writing with phonics, I believe, what, 6th grade is the last year? 5th or 6th grade is the last year you're going to have one of these books. I remember the last year we had it, my son was like, finally, we're done. He hated it. Penmanship. It goes to penmanship. That's right. So all of this is cursive. You've got letters, numbers. It gives you the formation guide up here. You can tear this out and put it on the wall. You can get this in manuscript or cursive. It's up to you. But like I said, 1st grade, we go to cursive. So it's making the one letter at a time, these little warm-up exercises to get your hand used to moving, you know, making the loop-de-loops or circles and get ready to write. So it does, like this one's T. You've got some T's by itself. And then we go to at, it, te, and ta, writing some of those blends that are familiar. And you'll have some of this just about every day. And one of the cool things I forgot to mention is when you get into the workbooks like this, down here on the bottom, it tells you when you're doing this. So this is lesson 61. So it is together. So if you accidentally skip a page, maybe 2 of them got stuck together, and you're like, hey, when were we supposed to do that? Oh, that was lesson 61. That was yesterday. Maybe we just missed it or whatever. So I feel like that makes it really easy, user-friendly as well. Language, text 1. So this is, again, reading, some writing, special sounds, all that grammar. And it's going to hit this hard all the way through 2nd grade to prepare your child for reading, which then launches them into parts of speech, diagramming. I mean, your kids are going to be really good with this stuff by the time it's over with. This is their student math book. We've got money, we've got counting, we've got activities, telling time, measuring. All that stuff is in 1st grade. Roman numerals we get into, subtraction, 3-digit carrying, multiplication, greater than, less than. These are all things you're getting into in 1st grade. Abeka, I feel like, is very advanced. I've heard some people say, no, it's not, it's average. It's advanced. You've got a 1st grade writing tablet. It's not super thick. They don't use this every day, but there are assignments and concepts they will be doing in this. Some of it is kind of like busy work, seat work. Abeka does have a lot of that, but you are welcome to cut it out. Do as much, as little as you want to. In the early years, 1st grade, kindergarten, 1st grade, we did everything with my oldest. We did every page, every problem. We didn't skip anything. Now that I've learned the curriculum, I know what my state does or does not require, how much freedom I have. There's stuff we skip, you know, especially on review days. If he's got it, he's in 7th grade, if he's got it, we might skip a review day and do the test. You know, you've got lots and lots of freedom as a homeschool parent. These are your student test and speed drills. Earlier we saw the answer key. This is their book for what they're doing. This is their letters and sounds phonics tests. Their spelling and poetry. 1st grade, you have spelling words. So that's really helping reinforce those phonics that we've learned. You're writing, you're doing activities with these words, and there are spelling tests and quizzes. So this is their letters and sounds workbook. Seat work text, yep. Circling special sounds, marking the vowels. I mean, by the time 2nd grade is done, they're going to be doing this in their sleep. But it gives them that good foundation. That's why we use it. You have their readers. These are the books they are reading throughout the year. They are marked 1G. So that tells me this is not the first. We've got 1C, E, A, handbook for reading, G, H, A, B, primary Bible reader. This takes small excerpts from the Bible. Like I said, it's all King James, and they get to read it. So 1st grade, your child is reading from the King James Version Bible. It's Old English, but it's what we believe to be the Word of God, and it gets them familiar with it to help them grow that biblical, spiritual relationship on their own. It's not, you know, all the hard words from Chronicles. It's not, you know, just a bunch of these and thous. It helps them to read it. So it's small excerpts. It's manageable for them. There's pictures in here to make it, you know, cute, fun, manageable, where they want to. You want them to want to read their Bible. So we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books that they will be reading this year in first grade. So like I said, Abeka is very phonics and literature heavy. And it's, the first one's called Fun with Pets. That's what all this is about. Having a pet, taking care of a pet. What's a pet named? What do the pets do? And some people don't like the readers. They think they're boring. They're too basic. I just trust the process and use it. Handbook for reading. I kept the one from my son when he was in this grade. And we've already been using it some with my daughter. But this is your charts. Just like some of the ones that you've gotten on the wall. It goes through all the alphabet. And it helps them. We've got blend ladders, words. We're building words. This is a very valuable resource. We got one of these for kindergarten too. And it's just helping them read, getting more practice, sight words, all of that stuff. And then the Bible reader. So that is first grade. So like I said, we use this. We buy the kits. Homeschool student kit, homeschool parent kit, essential parent kit. We don't buy the complete parent kit. It's a lot of money, and I don't think it's needed. I don't need more charts to store. I got enough with 2 kids, right? So it's going to come in the boxes, and we just keep them in their boxes stored nice and happy until August comes. So this was part 2. This is Abeka first grade unboxing video. 8th grade has been posted. I have videos from last year going through 7th grade and more detailed of why we use Abeka. But that really, I covered the general, the kits, lesson plans are laid out, easy to read, phonics heavy, basic math, and biblical worldview, King James Bible. That's why we use Abeka. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'd love to, you know, help and answer any questions I have. If you are in Tennessee, I did a video last summer on homeschooling in Tennessee, what the requirements and laws are, paperwork, stuff like that. Super easy, but that's there if you want to look at that. So Abeka first grade. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you are homeschooling, have a good year.